This is James Maestri with Arkansas Music Educators Association. Today I'm going to share another tech tip with you. This tech tip is on backing tracks. Please note that any views expressed may not particularly represent those associated with Arkansas Music Educators Association or their membership. If you would like more information, please contact me personally at james.maestri@greenwoodk12.com. So what are backing tracks? They are pre-recorded background music. They can be instrumental, vocal, or any combination. They can be used in practice or live environments. You might think of karaoke tracks, click tracks, and other forms of recorded music as examples. So how can we use them? There's a lot of ways that we can use backing tracks. As you see on the screen, you can use them during fundamental warm-ups, scale practice, rhythm practice, improv practice. You can use them as reference recordings, substitute for a metronome, an assistant teacher, for ear training purposes, for live performance, or for even social emotional learning opportunities. If you were to use a backing track in practice, instead of a metronome, play a backing track instead. Many times, students get burnout with the monotony of a metronome. What better way to engage students than with playing with a live band or to use for ear training so that they can match pitch or match intonation? Or you could even start a backing track and walk around your classroom while you ensure students have proper hand position, proper posture, or are just overall engaged in your lesson. Additionally, you could use the backing track as an SEL opportunity by creating set lists for your class. That way, students are offering their input in your class instruction as well. Now, where can you find backing tracks? You can find them the good old-fashioned way through karaoke tracks, such as CDs or cassette tapes. You could also find them on YouTube. You could also find them on various method books by your favorite music publisher. Many times, method books are created with backing track CDs or play along DVDs, or sometimes the publisher offers an interactive app that students may download onto their mobile device or home computer. There are apps such as iRealBook that you can download where you can create your own backing track based on the chord progressions that you're studying. You could also create backing tracks through DAWs if you know how to use a digital audio workstation. Many DAWs offer loops, and there are several DAWs that are free or web-based, such as Soundtrap and BandLab. If you are going the YouTube route, let me show you exactly how I would find a backing track. In the search bar, you would just search backing track. Notice there are all different types of backing tracks that you could find, such as A minor funk, A minor rock, A minor metal, and even just a straight drum track. Make sure that you pre-screen the backing track before you use it. This is a good opportunity to show students various styles that they may not be accustomed to in your class, such as popular music, rock and roll, rap, hip hop, or even any other kind of world music that you may find. Now, here are some other considerations that you may need to think about when you are selecting a backing track. First, is that backing track under copyright restriction? If you're using a backing track in an educational environment, you have much less limitations than if you were to use that backing track in a live environment for, say, a concert or a marching band performance. I tend to limit the vocals. Students tend to become distracted by the vocals. Going further along that line, you need to make sure that the sound is balanced between and the backing track and the ensemble. Remember, student performance is number one. The backing track is just an engagement tool that we can use to help students with their practice. You must pre screen your tracks, as I said earlier, so as to make appropriate for your school and your environment. Finally, if you find a backing track that you really like, but it's in the wrong key, or it might be too fast or too slow for your liking, check out the Transpose Chrome extension. Finally, whatever you do, always have fun and make sure you change the world through music. Thanks again. This has been James Maestri for another Tech Tip Tuesday.
Feel free to contact us with any topics or tutorials that you would like to see featured on our Tech Tip Tuesdays.